What's up guys, Spin Firearms here, and today we're going to be talking about my favorite everyday carry light setup. And what do I mean by that? It is light, it is easy to carry, it's lighter than other options out there, you don't even know what's on you, but you still feel confident, competent with it, and invested in that firearm. I don't mean a pocket pistol, we'll make my favorite pocket pistol video next, but this is my favorite light carry option. But before we get started, hit the like button, drop a comment down below, subscribe, throw anything you want in the comments. Video requests, tell me what you carry today, what kind of holster, what kind of defensive ammo. Also, tell me, do you change up your rotation based off what you're wearing, where you're going, and so on? Let me know in the comments, and also let me know your thoughts on this video. But my favorite light carry option happens to be this M&P 40 Shield Performance Center. Now, what's absolutely amazing about this is, it was actually like a birthday present to myself. I found this used without even a box of ammo ran through it. Probably because it's a 40 single stack and super light, and the person probably hated the recoil. But anyways, you open it up, the thing was clean as can be, lubricated, and looked like this just sat in someone's safe and was never shot. Now, I've put more rounds through it through the original owner, that's for sure. I've also put it through more abuse than the original owner. And I just want to say thank you to that guy for getting rid of it, because I picked this up for $300. Now, using mag guts, which is, a spring system in the magazine, you're still using your OEM mag, but it's a different kind of spring. It's almost like an accordion style, and it also changes out the follower on some of them just to reduce the size to allow more rounds. But this is a 7 plus 1 of 40. So you're getting 8 rounds of 40. Now, a lot of people would say, oh, it's a single stack. That's like the size of a Glock 43 or a CZP-10M. And you're right, it is a single stack. It's very thin, very light, and so on. And it's a 40. So they would say it's got too much recoil, it's too snappy. I would compare this to maybe like a SIG P365 when it comes to shooting. It is ported. This is the Performance Center. So one, that trigger is very nice. Two, it comes with the, the high-vis night sights. Absolutely, the fiber optic sights, love those. And three, it is ported. It has 6 ports on it. And I have a video of me shooting this at the range. Once again, you guys always ask for shooting videos. They're up. You guys just aren't looking for them, and you guys just aren't watching them. But anyways, when I shot this thing, the first thing you notice is those fireballs that come out of here. And you see how much smoke and powder and stuff just flies out of those ports. And you realize that's where the recoil is going. So at the end, it ends up shooting similar to a SIG P365. So a small, what most people consider snappier firearm, right? But this, you're getting a 40. Now I get with the SIG, you get 10 rounds with the flush mag. With this, you're only getting 8 rounds, 7 plus 1, but it is a 40. And what I really like about that is you can convert this to 9mm if you want, and they do sell the ported barrels online. You could also convert it to 357 SIG, like I did with my other shield that I really enjoy. Now, let's break it down real quick. As you can see, we got those fiber optic sights. They aren't glow in the dark, they are not tritium, but during the day, man, do those pop and make it very easy to shoot. The ports, what I like about them going this way is a lot of the new porting is on top. And the thing about that is, unless your sight is in front, you're going to burn out that sight. You're going to get that sight really dirty and stuff like that, so you're constantly cleaning that sight. I learned my lesson from a Glock 26 build I made, but it is what it is. But with these ports, it stays out of the way of your sights, but it also stays out of the way of your field of vision, right? When you have the flames and all the smoke going here and here, you have a wide opening to your target, and that's what's really nice about it. When you see me shoot at the range, you see massive fireballs and smoke and powder coming out, but you don't see anything interfering with your, your sight, which would be right here. So basically where you're looking at your target. Now, overall ergonomics are pretty decent. It is the shield, so it feels pretty good in the hand. It's very thin. I do think the Shield Plus has better texturing than the original Shield. I also think the 2.0 is better texturing. So I just threw some Talon Pro Grips, I believe they're called. Oh, no, sorry. These are the Handle It Elite series. Sorry, I get it confused. That was the Handle It Elite series. And those help with recoil, and they also help with the texturing really well. Like I said, this shoots like a 9mm P365. The trigger's really good, even though it is the hinge trigger. So you got to be careful of where you are pulling that trigger from, right? And I did get it with the safety because, once again, it was used. So it's not like there was 30 of these in inventory. This was the only one they had. But that safety is tucked away. It's basically snag-free, and it's stiff. So if you don't want to use it, you never have to use it. But anyways, let's check out that trigger pull. Ready? I mean, it is so crisp and clean. Reset. I mean, you can make such fast shots with this, even in 40. It's unbelievable. And what I like about this is, because it's a light carry option, you're carrying it because of its weight and its size. And you're picking where you're carrying this. You're not carrying this to a crowded mall. You're not carrying this to the downtown city. That's where you're going to grab your Glock 26s, your M&P 40Cs, your Hellcats with the 15-round mags, your Hellcat Pro, your IWI Masadas with 13 rounds, your Glock 30, with 12+1 setup. You're really going to be grabbing your main carry. But for something like this is I'm jogging, going on a jog. I'm walking the kids. I'm taking the kids to the park. I'm going to the mailbox. I always try to explain that to people because that's stuff I carry this for, right? And the weight is so light, you're never going to know what's on you. It's such a small handgun. It's going to conceal perfectly. It's so thin, you're not going to print it all. So I absolutely love that. This summer, this was one of my main carries. And it was mainly because me and my kids would go to a park all the time, different parks. And this was the way to go, to not print, have power on me, and still defend myself. And what I like is, it is in 40, and I know it's not recommended. My Woods handgun is my Glock 29 in 10mm. I'll throw the 15-round mag in there and be good to go. But what I do like is, let's say you are jogging through a wooded area where there's bears. You can carry this light firearm, 7+1, carry a backup mag with you. You can carry this light firearm in 40. The recoil is much less than a 40, so you have fast follow-up shots. But at the same time, you can throw some hard cast rounds in here. 200 grain hard cast. Now, yes, you have a smaller barrel, but that'll be, most likely enough to stop a bear. If you can mag dump 7+1 of some 200 grain hard cast out of this ported shield, if you get shots on target, you will be just fine against a bear, almost any wildlife creature out there that would possibly attack you in the United States of America, you can defend yourself with. That's why 40 is so versatile. And that's what I really like about it, because one, defending myself anywhere I go with 7+1 of 40 is going to be, a solid setup. But the fact that you can also go hiking through the woods, or on a walk through the woods and defend yourself against wildlife, that is also a huge thing. And you're doing it in a very small, compact, light setup. And the one thing that I really can say about this firearm is, I'm invested in it. And when you're invested in a firearm and really like it, and it feels good to you, and you shoot it really well, that's the one you're going to be the best with. That's the one you're going to train with. And that's what I've done with this. I'm not someone who talks down on 40 or any of these bigger rounds because of the 9mm technology, because the same technology is going into 40 and other rounds. So you're getting a more powerful round even. But I absolutely love this thing. It is a great firearm. The Performance Center makes it that much better. But yeah, I trust this thing with my life, and this is my favorite light everyday carry option. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments. I'll let 10-15 seconds just so you can see the firearm up close and personal. But I also like that it can take all my shield holsters, right? I have a bunch of shields, the Shield Plus, all that. I can use the same holsters for all of them, so that's another plus. But all the aftermarket support in the world for it, just a good overall firearm that I'm getting some good use out of, so absolutely love it.